guys, welcome again. So, I got my two favorite drinks, a glass of water with sliced lemon in it, and a cup of coffee. So, today I'm gonna talk about a comment that I posted in my previous video, in which I said that I wasn't too happy with my current weight. Looking back at the video, and basically, what I did in the last couple of days is make a plan in which, together with you, I want to see if it will succeed, and it's a weight loss plan. I will be explaining 5 steps that I have to follow for it to be effective. So, let's see if you agree. I know that a frequent viewer and commenter of mine, Dean Alcott, is a personal trainer, so I would greatly appreciate input from him also. Let's begin with the first part. First step is, which I already did yesterday, and today I got the results, is blood work. So I started the blood work. Let's say if you have insurance, getting this done once or twice a year is a smart choice. Even without insurance, it's worth the cost, as it can reveal important information about your health, not only concerning weight loss, but like if you have some kind of deficiencies, you can see it back in the blood work. Most of us gain weight because we're eating more calories than we burn, but blood work can help identify an underlying issue, like thyroid problems or nutrient deficiencies that might be affecting our appetite. For instance, a vitamin B deficiency can lead to sugar cravings, which might be contributing to overeating. That's why I started the blood work, to know where I stand, to have like a point zero from which I can move certain directions, and to get a clear picture of my health before moving forward. I had the results. They looked at my thyroid and some other deficiencies. My thyroid function was good. Everything was on the normal level, except the doctor said I had a fatty liver. So I'm gonna, he also said in the note, like, to come and do another blood work in 4 to 6 weeks. Usually there are 2 types of people usually who have a fatty liver: people who drink a lot of alcohol, or people who are overweight. I haven't drank alcohol in like 3 years, so I guess I'm good on that side, but I am overweight, if I may say so myself. I mean, I'm not extremely obese, but I could lose a couple of pounds. So that's step 1, the blood work. The next step is calorie calculation. I will be eating until I'm satisfied and full. Hence, I will also talk about my diet plan next, in which you can eat basically a lot. So, now that my blood work looks good, I'll calculate how many calories someone of my age and weight should have to maintain my weight. So let's say if I eat 3,000 calories a day, for example, I won't lose or gain weight. It's just to sustain my weight. Of those 3,000 calories, I will subtract 500 calories so that I lose weight, but in a healthy way. If you need like 3,000 calories to sustain your weight, it's not smart to reduce your diet to 1,200 calories, because you will lose weight, and you will lose weight quickly. But a lot of times those types of diets are unsustainable. Like you will be constantly feeling hungry and groggy. You can be happy that you're losing weight, but the side effect is that you will plateau. And once you plateau, you cannot go below 1200 because then you're basically starving yourself. People in prison camps get more food than that. So that's basically what I'll be doing, but I won't be very fixated to those 500 calories, because when you eat a lot of protein, fats, and meat and vegetables, and not carbs and sugars or processed food, it's hard to overeat and go over the amount of calories in which you gain weight. I also won't be fixated on the number on the scale. Instead, I'll focus on how I look and feel. For example, a bodybuilder that is heavier than me, but has a body fat percentage of 7 or 10%, looks far better than me, who weighs less but has less muscle and more fat. So weight isn't an issue and weight isn't a problem. It's the body fat that I want to reduce, really, to be honest. Like if I lose 10 pounds of fat but gain 10 pounds of muscle, which is impossible because it's pretty hard to get 10 pounds of muscle, but I wouldn't mind being the same weight. I just want that what I see in the mirror to be better instead of the numbers on the scale to be lower, if you know what I mean. So that's step 2. Now, step 3 is a diet plan. I will try to calculate the calories that I eat, but because the diet that I will follow, it's called a Ketovore diet, and that combines the best of both keto and carnivore, in my opinion. I made it a bit for myself. I'll be eating plenty of healthy fats, proteins, and nutrient-rich foods. Meats like beef, chicken, and fish, but fatty parts of the meat, because the fat will give me the energy I need. Along with eggs and butter. Like, eggs are one of my favorite, and I eat like 4 to 6 eggs every day, the first thing I eat. And butter, of course, because first of all, butter is delicious. How can someone deny that? And second of all, it's an animal-based product, and when I look at the research I did, I don't see any negativity. You don't want to overdo it with the butter, but it's better than seed oils. Like, seed oils are one of the worst things, but that's for another topic. So meats, fish, egg, and butter, and this way of eating keeps me energized and helps build muscle while keeping me full for longer periods. Unlike a strict carnivore diet, Ketovore allows for some plant-based foods like avocados, which I like, leafy greens, sauerkraut, and even small portions of berries or pumpkin, because those foods are very low in sugar but rich in nutrients. And it adds a bit to the variety of meals, because I like pumpkin, and usually they don't really talk about pumpkins in a carnivore or ketovore diets, but I noticed that they taste great and they are low in sugar, and the texture is also nice. And things like avocado or berries. Avocados contain healthy fats and keep you full, and berries, they are more like, they function more as a antioxidant and for the vitamins, of course. And berries are very low in sugar, extremely low. Of course, I will avoid sugary drinks and stick to water, coffee, and tea. I'm not like not camel the animal, but I forgot how you say it in English. It's the yellow tea. So I'll avoid sugary drinks and stick to water, coffee and tea, all without sugar. The only exception, of course, will be a small amount of apple cider vinegar with half a lemon, which I use to break my fast in the morning or when I first go and eat. And it also helps to break down, because it's so acidic and you need a lot of acid in your stomach to break down all the proteins and especially the fats that you'll be eating on a Ketovore diet. So that's very important. Point 4, fasting. Fasting will be a key part of my plan, and the Ketovore diet makes it easier to implement. Through years of research, and trust me, even though it may not look like it, I did research this topic because I had weight problems like since I was a teenager or something like that. So I've learned how beneficial fasting can be for the body. It allows your system to take a break from constantly processing foods and focusing on things like detoxifying and healing, because it takes your body an immense amount of energy to process the foods you eat. And look at it this way: if you eat or snack in between, so you eat 6 to 7 times, most people don't even notice that they eat that much, but every time you swallow something, you are eating, and your body uses a tremendous amount of energy. So all your blood and energy will go to your stomach, and I mean most of your blood and energy. And what you want is, in my opinion, and from what I've read, is at least 12, 16 to 18 hours a day to give your body the chance to use that energy in the rest of your body also, so it can concentrate on other parts of your body for cleaning and detoxifying, like I said. Now, here and there, I will be doing a 24-hour fast, and I did it before, and I feel extremely good when I do those. People may think, but wait, aren't you starving yourself? No, you're not starving yourself. You're really not. When you're on a carnivore or keto or ketovore diet, what happens is that your body switches to using ketones, which means it doesn't use carbs or sugars, but it uses your fats and ketones for energy. So your body switches to using fat for energy once you fast and start fasting after you are in ketosis. So after a couple of days, all the sugars and glucose will go out your body, and when you then start fasting, your body, as far as my research tells me, will use and burn your body fat that you have for energy, so you are not starving. And even if you were not in ketosis, your body will use fat, sugar, and a bit of muscle maybe if you overdo it for the energy it needs. You won't die. People hundreds of years ago fasted for days and days and only drank, or not even that. So I would advise you to look into fasting and the benefits of it. It's fascinating to think about how for most of human history we didn't have constant access to food like we do today. It's only in recent times that we had such an overabundance, especially of processed foods that combine sugar, fat and protein, something we don't find in nature. That's the craziest thing that I noticed. For example, a piece of fruit might contain carbs, so sugars, but it won't contain fat. An apple has sugars, but it doesn't have fat. Same goes for an avocado. Avocado has fats, but it doesn't have sugars, and so on and so on. While foods like steak or avocado contain fat or protein, but no sugar. This awareness helps me make better choices when planning my meals and fasting schedule. If you look at a cookie or a chocolate that contains sugar, fat, and proteins, a cookie also, chocolate also, like most of these things that are processed or ultra processed, contain all three things which you will never find. Name one thing that contains their overabundance of proteins, fats, and sugars that grows on a tree or in earth. You won't find it. It's impossible. And imagine we as a human species, we have lived for, if you believe it, for thousands, hundreds of thousands of years, and only in the last not even 100 years do we have such high amounts of food, and do we eat so many times a day. And then we wonder how we are sick and stuff like that. It's crazy if you ask me. Then, for the last step, is working out. By the way, everything I said here is for myself and for me personally, so if I offend anyone, that's not something I want to do, but I just have to be honest with myself. So, if you're someone who is not overweight but wants to gain weight, you just have to do the opposite of this. And you still have to move, but you just have to eat more than the calories you need to sustain your weight. So, point 5, working out. On the physical side of things, I'll be starting my workout routine with something simple, like long walks. I don't like jogging or high intensity workouts when it comes to cardio. To be honest, I dislike cardio extremely. But I love long walks in the nature outside, so I'll be doing 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. For the first 2 weeks, I'll focus on body weight exercises at home. So I'll be doing push-ups and stuff like that, so that I build up some strength, preparing my body for more intense workouts at the gym. After that, that's also something I always did before I went to the gym, like gaining a bit or coming into the routine before I go to the gym. After that, I'll head to the gym about 3 to 4 days a week for what's called a split training, and that works best for me because you have like full body workouts. That's like going 2 to 3 times a week to the gym and doing basically deadlifts or squatting. So you're doing a full body workout and rest more than you would do with a split training. So split training basically means today I'm training my back and biceps, tomorrow my chest and triceps, and the day after tomorrow, so I have a rest day, after that leg day, and then just repeat the process. Basically working different muscle groups on different days, which means you can recover and train the next day. So if I train my back today, training my chest tomorrow won't be a problem because my back is resting. I'm using my chest. That's just the way I like to do it. Also, I'll be keeping my gym sessions short. I don't want to be a person damn, I need to drink more instead of talking that much. I don't want to be a person that lives in the gym for 2 or 3 exercise is important, I believe the diet plays a far bigger role in weight loss. That said, building muscle through weight training helps burn more calories, even more than cardio, because and this could be bro science, but I think it's not. I mean, no, this is definitely not bro science, because when you do cardio, at that moment that you do cardio, you burn more than, let's say, if I would lift weights for half an hour and you do cardio for half an hour, you will burn more calories, but the energy that my body uses to repair, because that's what it's basically doing, to repair my body after a workout, will burn far more calories. So in a resting state, I will be still burning calories when I'm not working out, while you, if you do only cardio, you are burning calories at that moment. And I just rather lift something 30 times than run for half an hour. I am so against cardio. I don't know why, but I just don't love it. So even where you at rest, which I prefer, so that's why I prefer lifting weights over lots of cardio. So the 5 steps: blood work, calorie counting, a diet, Ketovore diet in my case, fasting, and regular workouts are a guide for my journey to weight loss. Now, I want you guys to hold me accountable. So it's not just me talking. I want to see the difference in my next videos. So if I do one video a week, let's say in 5 videos, I want to see a big difference between my previous video in which I answered your questions. Take a look if you want to see it, of course. And in 5 weeks, so in 5 weeks, I want to see a big difference. And I do have to make clear that I started like 3 days ago with the diet and moving a little bit more. So let's say in 5 weeks I want to look and feel much better, and also to remember that the more weight or fat you lose, the harder it gets. So in your first 5 weeks you can lose like, I don't know, I'm saying something like rounded it up 10 kilos, which is not smart, but 10 kilos. In of course it's impossible to do that for a couple of months, but like the more you lose and the less your body has to lose things, because your body doesn't care if you want to lose fat or how you feel about your looks. Your body cares about surviving. So if your body thinks, oh, something is not good, I eat, but I keep losing and losing and losing weight, I have to keep that weight to be able to survive. So you don't want to overdo it. And remember to be patient and kind to yourself. That's what I'm gonna try and do. The diet Ketovore is also good because, one, you're not allowed to even eat sugars, you don't drink alcohol, and it's easier at the parties. And trust me, once you do this diet for like a week, there will be zero cravings for sugars or chocolates or chips or cookies or whatever. And it's also far easier to say no when you're at a birthday and someone asks you if you want a slice of cake or whatever. So you can follow everything, but if you think, the diet is not for me because I like to have a beer on the weekends, be my guest. But that's what definitely works for me because it helped me in the past. I hope you guys like my plan. If you have any better ideas or what you would do different, tell me in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will look if I can incorporate it. And heck, maybe I can do what you suggest for 1 week and see if it works or not for something that I didn't even know existed. Thank you. Have a great day and stay hydrated.